going, guys? The King of Bonk Style, Jojo Valvano here. I'm here redoing two of our videos that got deleted, so that's kind of why I'm here, just letting you guys know. Bash in Berlin 2024 I'm reviewing, as well as Emergence 2024 for TNA. So we're going to start off with Bash in Berlin, because this was a great pay-per-view, so I'm going to start with this one. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the WWE title started off the show, and this was excellent. This crowd in Germany was so damn loud for these two guys. So damn loud. Like, it was insane. Before they even touched, the crowd was chanting, holy shit, like, this is awesome. Like, and then they went on for a little bit, and the crowd was getting more into it. The match was really good. KO had a bunch of moments to turn heel, but he didn't. He chose to do the right thing, but he did hit Cody's knee or leg, which is great. I like that. But I just don't like that they did three crossroads for Cody. I think that's not needed, honestly, but this match was excellent. Good ass match. Cody retains in the end. And I still feel Kevin Owens turns, and I think we get a second match, but this was good for what it was. Cody retains, which I knew he would, in an excellent way to start off the show. Great crowd, great atmosphere. Now we get to the women's tag match. I didn't care about it. Jade Bianca defeated Isla Dawn and Alba Fire for the women's tag titles. Skippable match. Just didn't care for it. Yeah, didn't care for it at all. But we will jump into CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in a strap match, old school strap match with you have to touch the four turnbuckles, which was awesome. I loved this match. This was an awesome, brutal match. These guys hate each other, and literally, like, they were killing each other in this match. But Drew was going after the freaking bracelet. CM Punk looked really good in this match, and there was a lot of good spots. Drew was touching all the turnbuckles, and Punk did the same thing. And then we get to Punk GTSing Drew, like every turnbuckle he touched it. And then he seen the bracelet, picked him up, GTS'd him, took the bracelet off, and touched the last turnbuckle to win the match. And this was really good. Like, I really enjoyed this. Give me 1 second, guys. My bad. Always dealing with cats in the morning. But yeah, CM Punk, Drew McIntyre strap match. This was excellent. Really enjoyed this. CM Punk gets the win. They're 1-1 now. After what we saw on Monday, we're gonna get a Hell in the Cell. I can't wait for that. That's gonna be excellent at Bad Blood. But this match was probably my favorite match of the night. Love Punk and Drew. They work great together. This was great. And then we get to Liv and Dom versus Rhea and Priest in a mixed tag match. And this was good for what it was. I enjoyed this. Another really solid match. Mommy was so damn over in Germany. They were going crazy for this woman. When she got the hot tag, they were going absolutely crazy. Great match. I really enjoyed this. The good team wins in the end. Priest and Rhea and Damien get the win, which, right move. I love Liv and Dom, but I don't blame them winning. I would have went with Liv and Dom, truthfully, but you got to get the feud with the Hell in the Cell with Rhea and Liv, and I do believe they'll do that. If not, it is what it is, but I would honestly do Hell in the Cell. And then we get into our main event, Gunther versus Randy Orton for the for the World Championship in Gunther's hometown. And this crowd loved Gunther, but they also loved Randy. There was a lot. This crowd was going crazy for these two guys, especially Gunther. Obviously, he's the hometown boy, but this crowd all night long was awesome. But this match right here, I enjoyed this a lot. Gunther looked awesome. Randy Orton's in a 35-minute main event at this stage of his career. Loved it. Gunther retains in the end in a solid, good main event. He shakes hands with Randy, which I was surprised, honestly, but excellent match. This was good. My favorite three matches of the whole show would be Cody and KO for the WWE title, Punk and Drew in a strap match, and then the main event, Gunther, Randy. Excellent. Loved this. Such good shit. Liv and Dom versus Rhea and Priest was solid. I'll say it was solid. It was good. But that women's tag match, that was the least exciting thing on the whole show. I did not care for it at all. I really didn't. Hopefully, I just personally I don't care for the women's tag team titles. I really don't. But yeah, I'm not. There's really not much to say about the tag titles. Jade and Bianca win. I just didn't care. They don't do nothing with these titles, so if they're not going to bring a mid card title for the women's, then just throw these titles away because they just don't mean nothing to me. But honestly, Bash in Berlin was great. Excellent crowd. Solid 3 great matches. One solid good, and then the other one I just did not care for. But honestly, this was a good show. Germany did great. Bash in Berlin was excellent. And yeah, Bad Blood is going to be some good shit with Rhea, Liv, Punk, Drew. I can't wait for Punk and Drew. Hell in the Cell. Take my money. But now I'm going to talk about TNA's Emergence because this was also deleted from our page. I don't know what was going on, but I want to get you guys the stuff back up, so I'm going to just do Emergence and Bash in Berlin. But we started off the show, or actually, PCO retained his championship on the kickoff show at this time, which I didn't really watch, but I know he retained his titles, so that was cool. But we start off the show with the Ultimate X Division Championship. Speedballs defending against Zachary, Laredo Kid, Hammerstone, an NXT guy, which I didn't really catch his name, but this was great. These 6 guys absolutely killed it. Absolutely killed it. I love Ultimate X matches. Love them. And this was this was great. This was fantastic to start the show. And we have a new X Division champion, Zachary. I did not expect him to win the title, but him and Speedball were the last 2 up there, and he kicked that man off, and he took the title. Great match. Really, really solid match. And Zachary is awesome from the Rascals. Big fan of him. But then we get into, and there was a lot of crazy spots in that match too. A lot of crazy spots. But then we get to Eric Young versus Steve Macklin, which was a solid match. I enjoyed this. Nothing like, oh my gosh, but it was a good little match. Steve Macklin gets the win, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Steve Macklin, truthfully. I am. But then we got into a 6-woman tag, and it was Alicia Edwards, Misha, and Ash by Edgeland, whatever her name is, Ash, against Jordan Grace, Dana Luna, and Jody Threat in a 6-woman tag. This was fine. Like, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, it was horrible or nothing like that, but it was fine for what it was. Not much really to it. The good side wins. Jordan, Dana Luna, and Jordan Threat gets the win. It was fine. It wasn't like nothing you have to go watch, but it was fine. Like I said, not much to it. And then we get to ABC versus AJ Francis and his buddy for the tag team titles. This is the one match of the show, personally, I did not care about. I love ABC, but I don't care for AJ Francis and his buddy. He's not bad. It's just, this wasn't a match I cared for at all. I was on my phone, truthfully. But ABC retained, and yeah, like, you don't have to watch this. It's a missable match on the card, truthfully. I'd rather y'all watch the 6-woman tag than this. I didn't care for this. Nothing against ABC, but I didn't care. But then we get into an 8-man tag that I really enjoyed. The System versus the Hardy Boys, Joe Hendry and Mike Santana. This was awesome. Joe Hendry did a little video with the Hardys when they all were on the screen together, which I really enjoyed that. That was awesome. But this match was really, really good. The crowd was so into Joe Hendry, just waving their hands back and forth. The Hardys were over like crazy. Mike Santana, love his entrance. The System's awesome, but the only downfall of this match is the System won. Why? You got Joe Hendry so over in the crowd. You got Mike Santana's over, the Hardys, but you go with the System. Like, personally, that was, wouldn't have done that. The match was good. It was really, really good. A lot of good spots. Just don't like that the System won. I know they're heels. They probably needed and should have won, but personally, I would have went with Joe Hendry getting the win, because now he lost at this event, and then he lost at NXT No Mercy, so I hate seeing them lose a lot, but the match was good. The system with the win, and yeah, excellent 8-man tag. I just didn't like the outcome. But then we get to our main event, a 1-hour Iron Man for the World Championship. Josh Alexander challenges Nick Nemeth for the World Heavyweight Championship, and this was great. This was a great main event, a 1-hour Iron Man match. So much back and forth. So much back and forth. I thought for a slight second Josh was going to win that world title. I did. I was hoping that he wasn't because I am a fan of him, but Nick just won the title, so keep it on him for a while until at least Joe Hendry takes it. And then we could do a Hendry versus Josh feud. I'm fine with that. But this match was probably my favorite match of the whole show, up there with the Ultimate X match. But this was great. Nick Nemeth, Josh Alexander delivered a banger 1-hour match. And I believe it ended with Nick 3 and Josh 2. I believe it was 3-2. Yeah, I'm positive. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but this was that. Yeah, 3-2. Excellent match. Nick looked great. Josh Alexander looked awesome. This was good. This was a really, really, really good main event. Really enjoyed this. And Nick Nemeth retains in the end with JBL showing up and whispering something in his ear, and he basically nodded his head. So I'm intrigued by that. Like, is JBL turning Ziggler heel or Nick Nemeth heel? Like, a heel Nick Nemeth should be great, honestly. He's awesome as a heel. Love Dolph Ziggler as a heel. But I do want to see Joe Hendry take that title at Bound for Glory against Nick. It would be great. But seeing JBL show up at the ending of this pay-per-view was wild. Like, I did not see that coming at all. At all. But this main event was so damn. If you guys want to watch 3 matches on this card, it's the Ultimate X match, it's the 8-man tag, and it's the main event 1-hour match. Those top 3 matches were the best ones. Everything else was just there. But this main event was so damn good. Josh looked like a machine. These two guys worked so good together. Excellent main event. I could go for another match between them. But this was great. And the JBL showing up at the ending, John Bradshaw late, that was wild. I did not see that coming. But honestly, this was a good show. Really enjoyed it. 3 out of 5. I would say 3 out of 5 for Bastion Berlin as well. Both shows were excellent. I just hated the ending of the crowd for TNA's show. They were just chanting random things during that pay-per-view at the end. Like, it kind of took me away from the main event for the first 30 minutes because they were saying, like, spirit with, like, they were talking about the Spirit Squad back in it was weird. Like, the crowd was being weird in the main event. But the main event, anyways, was great. Absolutely great. Loved it. So, these 2 pay-per-views delivered, and I'm excited for Bad Blood and their next pay-per-view for TNA as well. So, really good shows, and yeah, other than those things that I said, these 2 shows were great, honestly, other than what I said. But excellent shows. This is going to be a shorter episode, but we will be back live right after AEW Dynamite tonight. So leave a like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys, and we will see you right after AEW.